Yo, what was that?
That's my foot. It's my foot, bro. Over here, it's my foot. I'm tapping.
Car outside.
Whose car?
It's the mail van.
Why are they coming so late? I checked the mail with Gracie
Well, that's
2.
cool. Well, the reason why they're here is because they're delivering the fresh episode that we ordered.
Unbelievable. That's so dumb. That's unbelievable.
Yeah, I ordered the episode a couple days ago, and it's just now showing up. So here it is. Here it is. We're here. Yep.
Oh gosh.
It's a nice, hot and fresh $5 pizza
How
ready
long
to eat.
was this for?
It's about 40 seconds.
Ew.
Yeah, it was a great time. Anyways, welcome back. This is episode 7. It's with our brother Connor. If you don't know who Connor is, count yourself lucky.
I was just about to say that.
Dude, we're on the same
Oh
wavelength.
my
You know what I'm
God.
saying? Yeah, it was fine. I mean, we just talked about jobs and how we referee.
Mainly soccer.
Yeah.
So if you're into that, great.
And if you're not,
Sorry.
yeah, it's gonna kind of stink. You're just gonna have to listen to Connor for like 70 minutes, and it's gonna be disgusting. You're probably gonna go deaf.
We gotta cut that down. 70 minutes is way too long.
No, I was thinking we should just like lower his volume almost all the way, so the pain that his voice causes to other people listening to it doesn't blow out their eardrums.
Okay, you know what? Well, hope you enjoy this
Yes.
episode that's about to like start like now, right?
Yep, it's starting like right now.
Now.
Open my straw. I swear to God, I will break you. Oh yeah.
Stop!
Connor, you're so annoying. I'm going to insert my straw into my juice box. My Minute Maid 100% juice, apple juice.
Do you mind?
Why did we decide to do this?
My 100% apple juice contains pure filtered water, concentrated apple juice, less than 0.5% of the following: calcium citrate, calcium source, vitamin C,
Stop!
ascorbic acid, potassium phosphate.
Right, turn the lights on.
No, don't turn them on.
You have no say in this.
And you have all the say.
Every single episode.
Can you still pick me up if I'm like this?
Yeah, but it's quieter, and I hate editing that. You can bring the microphone with you if you're gonna lean back.
Is this good? Is this better?
Bring the microphone with you.
Like, talk closer to it.
I can bring it towards me.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm doing now.
So do that.
Wait, can this thing angle like the actual microphone?
can't-
Yeah, but it's fine
Okay.
generally.
Can you stop?
All right, so we are 2 minutes into this.
Of course we are.
Wait, what?
All of your little ASMR stuff, yeah, we have that.
Sick.
Sick.
Sick. Don't make fun of me. My body's going through changes,
Connor.
and I don't appreciate you making fun of me. All right, let's kick this.
This was your idea, Ryan.
kick-
This wasn't my idea. He was just like, "Yo, let's do it." I'm like, "Sure, why not?"
And you encouraged him.
Yeah, but you're the one that was like, "No, he's stupid."
Yeah, because I'm the smart one.
No.
here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Let's kick this thing off. Just reposition my microphone. All right, I'm all ready. Let's go.
Hello, Connor.
Sup, sister?
How are you?
I'm mighty fine. How are you?
I'm great. Thanks for asking.
Nope, no problem.
I'm just nothing, I guess.
Oh, how you
Oh
doing?
yeah, hi Rye.
No, it's fine.
How are you, Rye?
I'm great. I'm great.
That's what we like to
that's
hear.
good.
Welcome to Ryan's ASMR channel.
This isn't.
All right, how are we starting this thing off?
We just kind of just lunge into a conversation, honestly.
All right, well, seeing as I'm the guest, you guys should start it, guys. You're not an eagle.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. This is episode
Whatever.
7, probably. Yep, 7. So, Connor, one thing that we require is that you keep your hands out of your shirt when we're recording.
Look, I'm stubby. All right. I'm stuck. All right, I'm ready.
Good. All right. I don't know where to put the wrapper. What do we want to start with?
I don't know. You're the boss.
Remember, bring the microphone with you.
My bad.
Remember, you have to talk into the microphone. 4 to 6 inches, Connor. We went over this.
I thought you said 46 inches.
Mm-hmm. That's right. I could see where one would be confused there.
Yeah. It's okay.
Okay, so Connor, I guess, is on here simply because he's our brother, and so we were trying to find.
What? Just because I'm the brother. Oh, he's the brother.
Well, because he really wanted to be on the show, but we didn't really know what topic to do, so we're like,
it's more like
This can be just like a chat with Connor.
sure, but yeah, I mean, we can't just talk
Connor
about
can be the
Connor.
topic.
Oh,
you want
that's
Connor to be
fun.
the topic?
I mean,
Boring though.
Connor is a freshman in high school.
No, I'm a freshman in college. Yeah. Freshman in high school. I'm so cool. Cooler than you
I wouldn't
two.
say cool.
Just... Okay. Yeah.
Great.
this is off to a great start, guys.
Guys,
I'm so glad we agreed to do this right now.
I know.
Yeah.
Cassidy is very anti-podcast for some reason.
I am not.
Yes, you are.
There's like, okay, let's just talk then. Why you guys said we had something to talk about, so clearly right now we don't.
So the challenge is trying to get Cassidy to relate to our topic. Because
Whoa,
I know
whoa, whoa, whoa.
because Connor and I can relate on a lot of stuff, but
Like
a lot of that
sports
stuff Cassidy
and
can't
video
relate on stuff.
games,
Yeah, like that.
nerd stuff that I can't
And
relate
dealing
to.
Oh, nerd stuff, huh?
Mhm.
Huh. Okay.
Dealing with
All right.
Dumbos when we're working.
Oh, you want to talk?
Yeah, you wanted to talk about that.
All right, so
Oh,
one
yeah.
of the things that Connor pitched to us, he was like, "Yo, let's talk about jobs, but let's talk about all the stupid people we've encountered."
Because
in
it's
jobs."
funny.
It's funny, guys.
Other people being stupid. Like,
Do you have stupid people stories?
oh, I've got
I
plenty.
have so many.
Really?
Oh
so,
my God.
so Connor is also a referee. This is your second year?
And I'm an umpire too.
Oh,
so it's
right.
like I got double
But I
the
feel
sources.
like baseball has slightly more intellectual people involved.
Oh, you are dead wrong, my
Okay.
guy. The
Alright.
parents, they
Oh,
might
yeah,
as well
yeah,
have been
yeah. You know
hit
what?
by buses when they were on their way to the games. They're like denser than a potato. It's not even funny.
Any examples you could give, or just
Oh, I've got plenty of examples. Do you want me to just
go
jump
for
Let's
it?
right
go.
into it? All right. I mean, all of them revolve around the fact that they don't know what they're talking about, and
Yeah.
I do because
Parents
I'm
generally
smart.
in soccer, baseball, whatever sport, generally don't know the game. They're
funny.
biased towards their children that are playing. So like if their little Timmy gets absolutely floored, but it's but it's involved in active play, then it's completely legal. Their parents going to be like, "Look, my little Timmy just got floored. I want a penalty. That's a PK." And then of course that's why you hear parents saying, "That's a PK."
Or
Handball. Yeah, oh, yeah, handball.
open your eyes.
Okay. In soccer, just because the ball hits your hand or your arm does not mean a handball penalty will be awarded to the other team. The other team is not automatically going to get a direct kick. That is not how that works. Contrary to popular belief, just because the ball hits someone's hand doesn't mean the other team gets rewarded for that.
Amen, sister.
It's all based on whether or not it was either intentional by the referee's judgment or if it was if it was just them standing there and it like grazed their arm. If it is influential to play, like say the ball is soaring through the air and little Timmy sticks his arm right up in the air and swats the ball down, obviously that's a handball. But if like they're going and the ball hits like a little rut and it grazes his hand, that's
Do you
not
just
a
call
handball.
it a rut?
Yeah, it like hits a little rut in the ground,
Oh, never mind.
like a little like pothole.
Okay.
If it hits one of those and it bounces up and like grazes his knuckles, like and like it's not gonna change anything. You know what I'm saying?
I understand.
Regardless of whether his hand was there or not, doesn't really change the play.
Mhm.
So, anyways, that's the
Oh,
1 minute
yeah.
breakdown of how handball isn't necessarily a
Because-
handball.
AKA one of Ryan's rants.
No,
for today.
okay.
Rip. Sorry. Yeah. Same thing with like umping. Like they're like, oh, that's a strike, and it's like you're off to the side. Your angle is crap. So-
Oh yeah,
It's funny though because like
offsides too.
oh, don't even get me started on offsides.
Well, let's
I've
get
learned to
started on it.
like just tune out whenever someone says offsides because it's like no, you don't even know.
Mhm.
Like oh, baseball, it's hilarious. You know when maybe like so of course you have to open up the strike zone with little kids because
yeah,
they're not as
'Cause they're-
accurate.
children.
But it's like I'm not gonna make them hit a ball that's above or at their eye level. That's ridiculous.
Yeah,
Like I know some umps do, and I hate those umps. So, because it's like because I play too. So like if I'm playing, I don't want that called on me. So I'm
Mhm.
imagining other people wouldn't want that,
empathy.
and and that's good and bad though
sympathy.
because I mean, I hate
everyone
calling
get it.
strikes on people, but I have to do it.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's not a strike, I do not hesitate on saying, all right, that's a ball. Like one time, this was during I think it was like U8 tournament or something like that in the summer. You know, the coaches had said, yeah, open up the strike zone, but make sure the kids can also hit it. We want to move the game along. I was like, all right, I'll do that. So the pitcher wasn't the best, but of course he's 8, so or under 8, same thing. There she's throwing balls at their eye level, and I'm like, it's a ball. And the coaches are like, don't worry, that was a strike. This ump just doesn't know what he's talking about. And I'm just like, sweetheart, shut up.
Cassie's just like stone faced over there because
I
she
cannot relate.
Well, it's because you're a nerd.
Okay.
Well, yeah, and so then they're always like, the ref or just didn't see it. And I'm like, no, this isn't tennis. So
What?
I'm like,
Continue.
oh, you can hear the rain, dude. That's so sick. It's like on the roof.
Jeez, holy cow!
Whoa.
That's
Yeah.
why we That's why we run it through noise reduction.
Yeah. And then, this one time, so this foul ball tipped off and hit me in the mask. So, of course, I didn't get hurt because I had a mask on. But the mask
Good.
came flying off my head. So I was just like, oh, whatever. I picked it up. Instead of the coach saying, hey, you all right? He's like, maybe that knocked something loose in his head and he'll finally make right call. And I'm like,
Oh no.
I'm gonna toss you in about 10 seconds. And then this guy, one time he was a parent, he parked himself right behind home plate, and he's just like, if I made a wrong call, he's like 80. I said it was down in the dirt, so I called a ball, and he's like, that's a strike. And I'm like, no, it's not. Another one, yeah, it's a ball. That's a strike. I'm like, okay, shut up. And so yeah, that happened. I dealt with that though. I told him to move. He didn't look too
Oh,
happy.
good.
He didn't look happy. Then this other time, this was Pembroke versus Cohasset.
Baseball or soccer?
Baseball.
Yeah, he's been talking about baseball this whole time.
I know.
Okay.
She
I
did.
didn't know if
She
we
didn't know.
moved subjects.
No.
Yeah.
We'll announce it.
The coach would walk. This is like the first base coach.
It's Cohasset, though.
I don't know. What do you mean?
Oh, is it Cohasset?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The
it's
Cohasset coach would like walk halfway down the first baseline, almost getting to his players and me, and he would like tell them stuff. So one time in between the innings, the Pembroke coach comes up to me and he's like, "Hey, so he's kind of intimidating the kids," and I'm like,
How old were the kids?
they were like 9, 10.
Oh,
It's
no.
like
Little babies.
Ted Crowley.
Yeah.
Also, we're gonna bleep out names, so try not to go crazy with name dropping. But if you name drop, just don't worry about it.
All
Just
right.
keep talking.
Good to know. So yeah, the coach is like, "All right, so he's kind of being a little intimidating. So next time he does it, do you mind warning him? Like, don't do it the next time, but like if he keeps doing it." So I'm like, "Okay." So
With that exact pitch, of course.
so he walks down. I don't even wait. I pulled my mask off. I'm like, "Coach, you're gonna you're gonna have to stay."
Connor with the deep voice.
And I purposely did that. I was like, "Coach," so to sound professional. So I'm like, "Coach, you're gonna have to stay in the first base box." He's like, "Why?" I'm like, "Because you're coming too far down." He's like, "All right, whatever." I looked over at the Pembroke coach and he gave me like one of those head nods where he's like, and I was like, "Let's go." And then the person who was umpiring with comes back. He's like, "Dude, you got mad balls. I would be too scared to do that." And I was like, "That's because I'm an umpire."
Yeah. Of course. So what we've learned from that is that whenever Connor is faced with confrontation or with a person that is out of line,
He'll
he
deepen his
purposely
voice.
lowers his voice by 10 octaves.
That's what you got out of that. I love it.
It's fine. It's
Yeah.
a good quality to have, I guess.
I can't do that.
'Cause you're a
Yeah.
nerd.
I'm a nerd.
But yeah. What else I got? I don't know.
I don't know. Do you guys have any soccer stories?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
we got
here
good
we
ones.
go.
Like the most insane ones.
Oh,
Dude, you're talking
the one we did together. It was Marshfield and Pembroke, and that coach kept coming up to me on the sideline saying stuff. Then
Wait.
you had to stop the game.
Oh,
Come over to
yeah,
me
yeah.
and say,
That's a U12 though.
What happened?
Do you want to start with that one?
Sure. Yeah, I'm
All right.
curious.
So, forgive my memory for being a little choppy, but I'll try my best to keep it a flowy and
I don't-
simple
Connor,
example.
Connor, do you remember?
Oh yeah, I remember. So whatever he doesn't get, I'll fill in.
Okay. So this is a U12,
Mhm.
which means it's 11 or 12-year-olds.
I know.
Just for the people that don't know. And it's Marshfield versus Pembroke, and it's the select teams, I believe, right? Is it?
Yes.
Okay, so it's the select teams, which means highly competitive,
Mm-hmm.
and it's Marshfield.
Mm-hmm.
Marshfield Select.
Mm-hmm.
Find me a more competitive team.
Not Duxbury?
Well, the Luxbury's pretty competitive, right?
Damn, they're more just.
They're
like,
pretty up there. Marsh Vegas is pretty up there.
Yeah.
But anyways, it's those two teams, and we get the game underway. It's from what I can remember, it was generally quiet in the first half, except for like 2 calls I made that he was
Yeah.
not-
And about 10 minutes left in the second
So
half.
I'm gonna save the real kicker for the end, but I forget what the calls I made were. Was it offsides? Was that
Yep.
one of them?
And then there was this other one where the goalie went down on the ground and the kid like stepped over him.
Oh yeah. So the first offsides call I made. I love when coaches try to contest an offsides. I love when they try to do that. Because my ARs are watching the offsides line. If you're a coach and you have contested an offsides call before, you are an idiot. You are.
Mm-hmm.
There is no one that has a better line of sight than the AR, period. Period.
Mm-hmm.
You're not a ref. You have such a poor line of sight. Just let the referees do their job. So when he's like, yo, that wasn't offsides, I'm like, tell that to my AR who's literally watching offsides. That's their job. To tell me when the ball goes over the line, the touch line, and to watch offsides.
Amen, brother.
So when he called me out on it, I'm like, dude, shut up. So that one was like, getting the ball rolling. I was like, all right, now I know who I'm dealing with. That was like near the end of the first half from what I can remember. And then the second one, which was near the very end of the first half, the Marshfield keeper went down on the ground to save a ball. It was rolling, but it was like a little bouncy. So we went down to grab the ball. Had full possession of it. There was nothing wrong with that play.
Yep.
A Pembroke kid who had been running to try to chase the ball, like kick it, over the keeper or kick it to the side so he could score. He had to stop short, but he couldn't because if you're running and you have to stop because the keeper has the ball, you have a lot of momentum on your side. So he had to run over the keeper, which is fine. You can do that as long as you don't kick the keeper in the head. And the Marshfield coach had a problem with it. He's like, "Oh, sir, that's contesting the ball with the keeper's possession." And I was like, "Dude,
Yeah, just let him kick my keeper. Go ahead.
yeah."
And I'm like,
yeah. Oh, his comments were the
and I
best.
kind of just looked over at him and I'm like, dude, he didn't even touch him. And he's
See,
like-
I feel bad for the AR that has to run the coach sideline
But in this case during that game, it was me.
because you have a choice to make. You can either be really friendly with the coach, regardless of what the head ref says, or you can be like super antagonizing to him. There's no in between. You can be like super, "Sir, shut your mouth. Let me do my job," or "Yeah, okay," and then just keep going. So you can either fight or flight, basically, is what I'm saying. So Connor decided, keep it on the DL. You don't want to get anything started. It's a U12 game after all. So the first half ends. We kind of know who we're dealing with. It's Marshfield. It's a Marshfield coach. Second half starts. This is where the real fun starts. This is like the greatest, one of my greatest encounters ever.
I wish it was a movie.
Do you want to describe it? You probably had a better.
Yeah, I did because
'Cause
the
you
stuff he was
heard.
saying was
Yeah.
directly to me.
Let's hear it.
So, first, there was an offsides call down near Pembroke's end. So you're like, all right, that's offside. Pembroke kick out. And he turns and looks at me and he's like, wow. Sorry, I just had a little bit of a hiccup.
Oh my god.
He goes, so, refs these days, huh? I'm like, yeah. I it's just kind of like, okay. So that was like the kind of mellow comments you usually get where it's like kind of poking fun.
Yeah. It's like the coaches
Oh.
that want to be like, "Yo, ref, you stink," but they don't want to say you stink, so they're like
But
a reference to the fact that you stink. It's like a little subtle jab.
oh yeah,
And so
passive aggressive.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
hate those, but
Me
it's
too.
like I can live with them.
Yeah, you can't really do anything about it,
Yeah.
anyways.
So I was just like, whatever. Shut
Oh,
up.
did we go over the handball one?
No, I'm getting there.
Okay. All right.
So another one. There was a foul in your. Well, it wasn't a foul. It was this kid who got jammed up on the ball and he fell over. You know, like when that happens, and he goes, "Wow, you guys don't call fouls anymore, right?" And I'm just like, we do. We just called one like 2 minutes ago. But whatever. It's okay. Shut up. So I was just like, okay. And then the handball. Oh my goodness.
Golly
this was more
gee.
directed to you.
Oh, this was a direct attack on me.
He didn't
Really?
say anything to me because it wasn't even my end.
No.
So you should explain this one.
Do you want me to?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it was directed at you.
So, as you know, in soccer, you switch sides at half.
Yep.
So, Marshfield was on the opposite end. So, the play was in their box. Was it a corner kick?
Yes.
Okay, so it was a Pembroke corner kick.
Mhm.
Pembroke took the corner kick. It was perfectly fine. It flew into the air. A Marshfield player, he was relatively tall. He jumped up in the air with his arms extended and hit the ball with his arm
Mm-hmm.
blatantly.
So handball.
Yeah, obviously. PK. It's in the box.
Yep.
Take a penalty kick. Pretty standard stuff.
Mm-hmm.
The Marshfield coach hollers, "Sir, that wasn't a handball." I couldn't tell if he was joking because, like, clearly it was a handball.
The kid swatted it.
The ball stopped moving and dropped to the ground because he hit it with his hand. It didn't just stop moving because, like, magic. So he's like, "Sir, that wasn't a handball." And I turned to him like, "Yes, it was. Your player hit it." And what else did he say? I forget what he said.
Then he just started saying like, pretty much just attacking you at your skills.
It
Not-
was-
It's
I
just like
mean-
the basic crap, but kind of on steroids.
Yeah, so he was just kind of. It's like they say stuff and then they kind of just look at me and then they shake their head and walk away. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Did
So-
you hear what he said?
I don't remember what he said. I just
It
hear
was
too
like,
much of
it was just along the lines of like, how do you even have this job still and stuff.
Oh,
like
really?
that.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't remember
And
that.
I'm just like,
So, anyways, the funny part is, after he was all done with that, the player turns to me. He's like, "Yeah, I'm sorry, I did hit that." The player admitted to swatting the ball out of the air. Excuse me.
Did you call a penalty kick?
Obviously, yeah.
Okay.
It was blatant. Okay. Coaches out there.
Oh my god. Rant
Real
number
quick.
2.
This isn't directed at anybody in particular.
You just said coaches out there.
Well, no, not like directed towards any particular coach. Just in general, coaches. Do not argue with the ref. Regardless of what you say, the referee's call is going to stand. You could threaten to kill him. Him meaning referee. It could be him or her, obviously.
Jeez.
You could threaten to kill the referee, and the call will still stand. You're going to have some other legal issues, but the call is going to stand. You're probably going to be kicked off the field. Your coach's license is probably going to be, rejected immediately. But the call is going to stand. Whatever you say does not affect how the referee calls the game. Just want to let you know. Coaches seem to not understand that. What are you doing?
Nothing. I was just making birdie wings out of my juice
Okay,
box.
so you know those juice boxes and how they have like the little tabs on the side when you pull them out? You know what I'm saying?
It's like a bald eagle.
Yeah, so like those like juicy juice boxes or, Minute Maid ones. You know how they have like the little tabs on the
Not
sides?
sponsored.
Not sponsored. But if you
Hashtag
want,
not spawn.
but you can Minute Maid, we're open to having a sponsorship. Anyways,
More of a juice.
he just extended them and pretended it was a bird, I guess.
Yeah, because it's a birdie.
Okay. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh, you can argue with the referee all you want. It's not going to change how they call the game. So cut out the middleman and just don't talk to the referee.
Mm-hmm.
Let them do their job. Coaches just don't. Hold on. Most coaches are fine. There are very rare exceptions. But those exceptions are the coaches that just don't understand that.
Yeah.
And I don't get it. Anyways, the player admitted to hitting the ball with his arm. Just straight up. Cass, get off your phone.
I'm listening to you.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
When you're distracted, you're not listening.
Yes, you were still on the fact the player admitted to hitting the ball.
Yes, anyways, so that happened. And that was like, I can't really explain how bad that was because it's more like you had to be there to.
Oh, you just had to be there.
You just had to be there. Some of the stuff we hear from referees is just so generic. I mean, from coaches, it's just so generic
Mm-hmm.
that we just kind of forget about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, his team ended up losing. I mean, the Pembroke Select team was insane.
They lost like 7-0.
Yeah, it was like no, I think it was
Hilarious.
7-1, but it was something stupid. Like they just got destroyed.
Nice.
The funniest thing, that Marshfield coach was a referee.
Yep.
He was a referee.
Oh God. What?
So he was crapping on other referees.
He was talking so much garbage about us, and yet he was a referee. He deals with that stuff all the time as a referee, and yet he just turns around and does that to other fellow
Isn't
referees.
Empathetic to you guys at all?
Not at all. In fact, that's like the worst thing you could do as a referee. Be
Yeah,
a
it's not
referee
cool.
and then condescend referees.
Yep. That was
What
That was a fun one.
jerk.
We have some other ones.
What else do we have?
We have a couple.
Any
I have a
like
couple.
ones?
I have a lot
You have
more.
more than me.
I have
because you've been
so
with me
many,
longer.
but they're so similar to each other
Yeah,
that they're not really worth
I
sharing.
mean,
but
there's
there
like-
are a couple that stand out.
like the one where the guy got a seizure halfway through.
Oh, that wasn't really referees coaches talking out, but I can talk
Yeah,
about that.
but
So I was doing U14 game. It was a girls U14. It's a pretty mellow game. It's like a B team. It's a lower
Yes.
tier team.
Yeah.
It's a really slow game. Your basic game. All of a sudden, I call goal kick because the ball, I had seen goal kick. So I called the goal kick. I hear some yelling from the coach's sideline. And automatically, I'm assuming, of course, they have a problem with it. Whatever. I turn to look to say something to the coach. Coach, listen, my call is my call. I turn to say that. And I see some coach on the ground. Like he's out. Well, he's not out, but he's on the ground, very clearly had something wrong with him. So I called the game. I didn't call it, but I stopped it. People were like rushing over at this point. Obviously, I'm not a medical professional, so I just really couldn't do anything. So I kind of walked over, stopped the time, everything. The game was basically suspended at that point. He was having a seizure. This was the assistant coach on Pembroke. so people called 911. Was it the ambulance got there? So the police got there first.
Yeah.
And so of course they sprint over to him, basically trying to make sure he's okay. And then the ambulance got there, and they basically had to drive onto the field. But the ambulance driver, what a guy! He drove around the field, so he got onto the grass, but he made sure to not drive on the actual field part.
Bless his soul.
What a guy! But anyways, he got over to him. At this point, the coach was responsive. He was conscious. And yeah, that's basically it. It was scary.
As far as seizures go, that probably ended way better than it could
Yeah,
have.
yeah. It could have taken a really bad turn and ended really poorly for the guy.
Yeah, I remember I was doing a game on the field next to it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I hear people yelling. So at that time, when people were yelling, this girl had gotten hit in the head by a ball. So we had to take a timeout and all that stuff.
I remember you talking about this.
And so I turned around because one of the parents was like, "What's happening?" Like, a girl just got hit in the head. And they're like, "Okay." As I'm turning around, I hear yelling and all this stuff. I'm like, "Does she have like a concussion or something? Like, what's going on?" And I see people running onto the U14 field, and I just
You
look.
skipped the best part.
What was the best part?
You told me that some parent yelled, "Call 911."
Oh my god! Yeah. Holy crap! I forgot about that part. Yeah, there's like the person. Yeah, I think it was a person. I don't know whose game they were on. If they were on your game or my game.
I think they were at the snack bar.
Something like that. They scream, "Someone call 911," and I'm like, "What is going on?" So I'm like, to the center ref, I'm just like, "All right, what's going on?" And then they're like, "Someone on the other field's doing something. I don't even know what." I'm like, "Okay." And then an announcement comes over the speaker on the snack bar. They're like, "Are there any medical personnel in the fields?" And I'm like, "What?"
It was spooky. Like literally everything in Hobmock Fields stopped.
I had no idea what was going on.
If someone's life is in danger in any game, in any sport, I think it's very courteous to stop the game. So I'm glad everything stopped.
Yeah, everyone stopped. Everyone was wondering. It all happened like so fast.
Yeah.
Though. So that's like part of it. Like it was all random. Like call 911, medical personnel. And we're just like, what?
But the police showed up in like a minute and a half.
Yeah, well, some guy was having a seizure. What do you think they were going to do?
Well, no, we think it was just because, well, first of all, the fire department's right there.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez, I just squirted some apple juice in my hand. And secondly, we think that the police car that showed up was just on patrol and happened to be in the area. So when we called 911, the dispatcher told him, it was like, hey, something at Hobmock.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I don't know. It was weird.
That was scary. So that wasn't anything, like nothing wrong with the coaches, like in terms of respect or courtesy. It was just a scary moment. Probably my scariest reffing moment, I'd say.
Wow.
Yeah, even for me too, even though I wasn't on the game. I was on the game
that's
next
just spooky. Like someone's life is in danger. That's
especially when I thought it was like this 10-year-old girl who just got hit in the face. I was like,
yeah.
what just happened?
So when he heard someone yell, "Call 911," he automatically assumed it was like because of the girl.
Yeah, well, she took a rocket to the face, and I was like, she concussed or like what's going on?
But anyways, that's a scary moment. But that's not. I'm going to talk about the turf incident.
Turf
That
incident?
game.
Yeah, I
So-
won't be able to put any input, but
Yeah, you
can.
won't, but you can relate.
Yeah.
So, it's a U14 select. And the difference between skill levels between U12 and U14 is insane. U12 is good. U14 is crazy. It's Pembroke versus some other team. I forget. Like I don't remember. But the Pembroke coaches for U14 are notorious
For being jerks?
being not well, yeah, kind of. Yeah, I don't want to talk bad about them, but yeah, they're notorious for being very disrespectful to referees and very, I don't know, argumentative, I guess.
Because there's more stake in the game.
They're just super competitive, and I guess they get in this mindset where they have to win, and I guess all empathy and sympathy is lost, which I get. But I'd still like to see some maintained. They've gotten better, but
That's good.
it's because of this incident. So let me tell you. So my dad was on the center. I was on the coach's AR sideline. And then Jill was on the parent sideline. And Jill's a good ref. Like, we're all pretty decent refs.
Mhm.
And, of course, you know, my dad's calling as fair of a game as possible, as one would. So it's just a standard game. And, of course, the coaches on the Pembroke sideline are having none of it. They're losing at this point. I think it's like 1-0. I forget what call set them off, but I guess there was like some penalty or something that resulted in like some PK or direct kick. The coaches freaked. One of them in particular. Not going to say names.
Can I say a name and see if you guys like say yes?
Yeah.
Is this the guy?
Yes.
Mhm.
And
Oh, okay.
you don't know that guy though.
No, I don't know that guy.
But this is the guy that was mostly
Okay.
Yeah, you probably
Short
don't
temper.
know him because you got suspended.
Ooh, spoiler alert. So the call was made, and you know, as usual, coaches are having an issue with it. But this time, the coaches are like, "What the heck?" They're pulling out all the swears. They're like, "Swear here, swear there." That is an immediate red card. If you're swearing directly at a referee, that should be an immediate red card. Especially in high school, but this isn't high school.
And who has the power to could ARs give red cards?
Technically, yeah, but you really shouldn't.
Okay.
Generally,
So
you
it'd
just
be
call over the
center
head
ref.
ref. Yeah, the head ref. Usually, if the AR thinks someone should be carded, they either tap their breast pocket, which means yellow, or they tap their back pocket of their pants, which means red. So generally, if you want to card someone, you just tell the head ref to do it, because it's really weird if you just see an AR whip out a red card and everybody's like, "What the heck?"
Mm-hmm.
Because usually it's the head ref's final call.
So they're swearing at
They're
dad?
swearing at our dad, which I obviously take a little offense to because, you know, he's my dad. A little pride there. Gosh, calm down, man. But he's calling him an effing idiot. Like, he's taking it to a personal level. You can disagree with the call all you want, but once you take it to a personal level, that's kind of like a low blow.
Mm-hmm.
So my dad comes over, and he's trying to talk to them. But he's still going off. And so my dad...
Why didn't dad card him?
Well, we're getting there.
Ooh.
So, my dad's like, "All right, calm down, please." And I guess he calmed him down somehow. So, you know, things settle down. My dad goes back to the penalty, and then as the coach is walking away, he whispers to me, "Tell your dad he's an effing idiot." And I'm like, composure. So that didn't.
I would
really-
have lost everything.
I know. I'm trying to be composed as a
I would have
referee.
not been composed.
I know, which is why you shouldn't be a referee, because you...
I would have yelled at him. What the heck?
Anyways,
He deserves to be yelled at in this
I know,
scenario.
but I try not to let it get to that point, because at that point the situation had been calmed down, and I didn't want to start something again. Like, I want to be like, "Dad, he called you an idiot."
Lowest voice 10 octaves.
In that exact voice.
yeah, in that exact voice, the squeaky high-pitched voice.
Yes.
So play continues, and another call that they disagreed with. I think it was my offsides call. That's when they lost it. My dad came over again, tried to calm him down, couldn't calm down, ejected. And that kind of told, "Hey, look, I should probably settle down, or else I'm going to be ejected, and I don't want my coaching license to be revoked." So at the end of the game, we're walking out, and Dawn McAuliffe, the basically is she the owner? She's the owner, or is she like?
I'm not sure she's the
She's like the
owner.
top dog of the
Yeah.
league. If you're like, "I want to speak to the owner,"
wanna
you
speak to your
talk to her. Like, if you're at McDanks and you're like, "Yo, dude, I want to speak to the owner," she would be the owner in that situation. Like, she's a top enchilada. Anyways, She was at that game.
Oh.
She had so there's like a little set of bleachers on the field.
Mhm.
She was sitting on those, so she saw the whole thing. And I think Dow Lynch, which is like he's like the manager, he's the manager of this McDonald's. He was there too, so they were both there. So they saw it firsthand. And of course, this is an issue because these were one of Pembroke's top tier referees.
Dad?
One of our better referees, yeah. So that's a problem. So,
Did she agree with the calls?
oh yeah, obviously she's gonna stand by her referees no matter what,
Oh, yeah.
which makes sense. But in this case, especially, agreed. So the next day, my dad sent out an email to Jill and I, basically saying, "Look, you guys did great. Had nothing to do with you. This was all on me," which it's pretty bold of him. Props to you, Dad.
I disagree. It's all the coach's fault, but okay.
Well, no. It was he was trying to say this was more directed towards me and not towards you guys.
Okay.
Like all that hate coming from the coaches wasn't to you guys; it was to me, which I think was very, what do I say? Appropriate, manly, bold. I'll just say bold.
Continue with
It's
your
very
story.
bold of him. And he said that game was basically going to go under review by the league. Like the league got involved with that.
Why?
Because it was like it's such a problem. Like a select coach from Pembroke freaking out at a Pembroke referee. That's a problem.
Mm.
So when it's all said and done, got a 1-year suspension. I don't know if anything happened to.
No, nothing did.
Nothing
to him.
happened to him?
He wasn't really involved though. It was mainly the he wasn't really saying anything. He was trying to like actually restrain. But anyways, yeah.
The one who said,
Yeah. It was the one that was like,
your dad's an idiot.
You're gonna
Yeah.
have so much bleeping out to do. It's gonna be hilarious.
Yeah.
It's
anyways.
gonna be bleep is the one who bleeped against bleep and bleeped and bleeped.
I mean, it wasn't appropriate of him.
No.
Like you can't justify that.
Mm-mm.
Like nothing he did that night can be justified.
Amen, brother.
Okay.
But yeah, that was probably my worst experience as a referee. No, I lied.
There's worse?
There's worse.
What?
Hingham.
I
Is it that
remember-
one with like
Hingham.
Yeah.
What happened in Hingham?
woo!
So I just want to preface this by saying, before this experience, I guess you could call it, I tried not to think of towns as being really bad or like really prissy. You know, there's like a food chain of towns. You have
Yeah.
like Hingham, Deluxeberry, Marshfield.
Yeah.
What?
Just gonna grab a phone charger. I'll be right back.
You can't leave.
Yeah, I can.
What's your phone at?
What?
What is your phone at?
1%?
You don't need it right now.
One.
Fine, go get a phone charger.
Just give some background. Then when I'll be back, then I'll be able to.
Just
give-
leave. Just hurry up. The more you wait. Let's go. Let's go. Chop chop.
Hope I don't fall down the stairs.
We can pause it, right?
Yeah. We could. Oh, wait, what happened? What's the update on Instagram?
They still haven't contacted me.
That's so stupid. That's so weird. It happened overnight?
It happened overnight.
To her Instagram.
Oh yeah, it'll be hacked.
Nope.
Okay, hang on. Keep talking.
Hold on, wait.
No, wait, I got it. Have you? Are we gonna pause this or no?
Well, yeah, probably. Are we good?
We good. All right. Where were we?
What were we at?
You were going to tell us about Hingham?
Oh,
Hangman.
Hingham. Hingham. So hold on. Before this experience, I tried not to, think of other towns as being particularly rude or disrespectful or just generally rich.
Mm-hmm.
Not that being rich gives you certain attributes, but
Yes, it does.
Okay. Let's just continue with the
But I
story.
didn't think of them as being like overly prissy or
Yeah.
condescending.
Mm-hmm.
But this game changed my mind.
Yeah.
Hingham is of the South Shore and of pretty much eastern Massachusetts. Pretty much the richest town in the entire eastern seaboard. of
Really?
Massachusetts. Yeah.
Are you sure about that?
Yep. All right, here's how the food chain goes, according to my dad. You got Hingham, and then you got the Luxbury, and then you got Marsh Vegas. And then, so that's like the top tier. And you got like mid, which is like Plymouth, Pembroke. Pembroke's like low to mid. They're like in that weird gray area.
So like at the bottom of
You
the
can't
second
really put them in low, but you can't really put them in mid either.
Yeah.
Roan special.
But you got like
category.
towns like Plymouth, Pembroke, Hull, I think.
Hull.
And
Yeah, I'm not sure
then-
about Hull.
And then you got lower ones like Whitman, Hanson, Hanover. Although I feel like Hanover should be in middle.
Hanover's middle. Rockland.
Rockland is in low.
Yeah.
Yeah. Abington. Pretty much as you go north. Towards
Yeah.
Boston.
Yeah.
Anyways, so
This
Hingham's at
really
the top of
isn't
the food chain.
point, but okay.
Hingham is as rich as you can probably get.
Okay.
Not to say that if you live in Hingham.
We get it, Ryan.
So I tried not to let that get to me. I thought of Hingham as just another town.
Yeah.
So going to this game, I'm like, oh, it's just another game. Hingham versus Pembroke. Nothing doing. That game was horrible.
Mm-hmm.
It was kind of cold, so I had like a hat and mittens on. So where do I start? My 2 ARs were all right. Actually, no, they were good. My ARs are pretty good. So the game starts, and of course, I make a call. They disagree with it. We move on. That happens a couple times. Generally, it's like with your throw-ins, with your goal kicks and corner kicks. They disagree with that stuff. Standard.
Yeah.
Then it gets weird. I think at one point I called a PK. Or some direct kick. And the Hingham coach was... So there were 3 Hingham coaches, by the way. There's 3 of them. One of them was fine. One of them was actually really respectful. The other 2 were horrible.
Choose how it goes.
All right. Those 2 were mouthing off to me when I called that PK. They were like, "Are you blind? You're so stupid. That is very clearly not a PK."
Yeah.
Of course, it's against them, so of course they had a problem with it.
Mm-hmm.
And Hingham not only is very condescending, but they're also very aggressive in soccer. So they're pretty aggressive.
Yeah,
in
Hingham's
plays.
an aggressive town soccer-wise.
Yeah. So obviously they're making a lot of fouls, and Pembroke's just kind of like, what the heck, man?
Yeah.
So I'm calling a lot of fouls on them. The Hingham coaches are disagreeing with it, and it gets to the point where I call another foul on Hingham,
Mm-hmm.
and the players are getting involved.
No.
So some of the players around that was they were like the all-star players on the team, like the leaders, the captains. So they were the ones that were leading the disagreement. So then they were like, they were kind of siding with their coach at that point, except verbally. They were like, "Oh, you're an idiot. Why'd you call that?" And then they would complain about the call, which is, standard. But then they would get really aggressive about it. They'd, get up to my face and be like, "What? That's very clearly not a call."
Yeah, and that's
Well, a little more colorful though.
that's what
Just
makes
sprinkle some.
that's always what makes bad coaches.
And so
is
at that
bad
point, I
coaches.
was like, "All right, whatever." Well, I wasn't like that, but I was like, "All right, this has come to the point where it's more than just your typical game. This is more like it was turning to a sour game at that point." And then, so the players got involved, and then I called an offsides, and they disagreed with it. We moved on, and then I called another call. It wasn't offsides. I think it was like a throw-in. It was against Hingham. It was Pembroke's throw. One of the prissy players on Hingham was like, "Oh, guys, it's clearly offsides. Yeah, obviously, yeah. Guys, come on. We got to listen to the man in the mittens. Like, it's clearly offsides."
Man in the mittens.
Yeah, they were super condescending, and I had obviously
You didn't card any of
naive.
them.
Me.
You
I
didn't.
really should have. I really should have.
You didn't talk to any of them.
If you're on
Ryan?
the Hingham team, I really wanted to card you, but I didn't.
Okay.
Why didn't you though?
I didn't. I didn't want to card them. It's
Why
a
not?
14-year-old game. If it was like a
They're
high
still
school game,
being rude.
different
And
story.
they're still going against
I
the
know.
rules, Ryan.
I know. In retrospect, hindsight is always 20/20. You know what they say. Obviously, I should have carded them,
Yep.
but I didn't.
Yes, ma'am.
So, anyways, that's not the end. My AR on the coach's sideline called offsides. I agreed with it. We called an offsides.
Yep.
The parents are starting to get involved. There was 2 parents in particular that were very vocal about it. One of them said, "Why don't you call it the other way then?" Which parents say a lot. But then that got the whole sideline going, and then you had this like sourness. They were yelling a bunch of stuff that I really couldn't hear, but it was all directed towards me, and it was bad. It was a bad game. It was a sour game at that
Did
point.
you report anyone? Did you say anything?
I reported the coaches
Okay, good.
after the game.
Did
But it got to
anything
the point where the coaches, the players, and the parents were all being just jerks to the head ref. And that should never happen.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm partially to blame for that because I let it get to that point. If I had
Yep.
just carded the coaches, that would have stopped them. If I had said, hey, to the players, if I had said, hey, stop talking or I'm going to card you, that would have stopped. And I shouldn't have let it get to that point. But now I know. Now I know.
Mm-hmm.
So that's obviously, I'm horrible at describing stuff, but you really had to be in the moment. It was just horrible.
Yeah. Cass, do you have any terrible work stories?
Honestly, surprisingly, no.
Mm.
And I work at a front desk of a residence hall, and it's the new one, so there's a
Yep.
lot of people going in and out, and they're all upperclassmen. So, I mean, I once had a 2 a.m. shift, which you would think there would be a lot of stuff going on, but really it was just a
2
couple.
a.m.
Oh, man,
Yeah.
yeah, you totally think stuff is going on at
Wait,
2 a.m.
two-
Well, just like a
2
couple drunk people just doing their thing.
Drunk
people? What?
Let's get into it.
No, it's like they were just like stumbling around and.
What's going?
Well,
What's
that's
punching
it.
random
They were
people?
just chilling
they're just chilling.
Why would you have a shift at 2 in the morning?
during finals week because there are study rooms on the 17th and 18th
sucks.
floors. So we have to do rounds every hour.
Oh, right.
You go up to those floors and look around.
Yeah, we have access.
Oh, you have one of your little special cards with on like
You know
one of
my
those-
ID with my picture?
Yeah.
I have on my lanyard.
I
have
I was thinking
access.
like you had like a clip to your your belt,
Oh no,
and it would be
it's
one of
just
those
my card.
retractable ones.
Whip it out. Like,
Yeah,
Oh,
it'd be
no.
like
We're just like, nah.
I
No.
love those. Those are fun.
But I'd have to do that.
Dang,
that's
Nothing
fun.
really, just regular.
you'll have to get
People-
back to us on that one.
Yeah,
Let us know
I'll
if
let
you
you
get
know
any
if there's any
interesting
dumb people I deal
Yeah.
with.
We deal with a lot of dumb people as referees.
Yeah, I mean, hey, prepares you for life though, because I mean, say you're working at some random job.
And generally, parents are fine. Parents are fine. Players are generally fine. Besides the typical
Yeah.
foul,
Like, right.
coaches are generally fine. It's just the rare exceptions that get turned into awesome
Yep,
stories.
yep.
Like, right. You're gonna be a doctor. What if?
Well, no,
you can't be. You could be.
I
It's
could.
possible.
I might be. I don't know yet.
It's a possibility. If you do, you already know you're gonna get those whack patients who are just like,
That's unless I'm like a emergency room doctor. No.
no. Like, what if you're a pediatrician?
And
deal
you get
with-
all those children.
Yeah,
get-
all those wacky children.
You get kids
know?
and then their parents. You know, it can be bad. I mean,
Okay. All
My
right.
little
Let's roll with
Timothy
it. I disagree, but
has
okay.
a headache. He might have Ebola. Ma'am, I assure you, your son does not have Ebola. But I want the tests done, just in case. You're gonna get that at least once a week. But
of course. Right.
yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's good job.
No, I see what you're saying. It does
It's fine.
prepare you for life.
Yeah.
A lot of people in life are just jerks. They're cold. We live in Massachusetts. It's one of the coldest places, not just weather-wise, but personality-wise. People in
That's-
Massachusetts are cold.
What?
No, people in Massachusetts
Yeah.
are
You ever hear of the term massholes?
Yeah, well, just simple rhymes, dude.
Just a
It's
play on words.
convenient.
Just a pun, man.
Convenient. Yeah, well, I
But
don't know.
it is used to describe people in Massachusetts.
Yeah, whatever.
People that don't live in Massachusetts, that live more down south, view people in Massachusetts.
Well, they have
as, like,
sun all the time.
No, that's not how that works.
Yes.
Oh my god.
No.
Cass.
No.
Sun makes you happy, those jerks.
No.
They get the sun every single day.
No. No.
Please?
North and South Carolina? Nope.
I'm talking like down south.
Like down, like Texas, Florida?
Yes.
Down
No.
here in Texas.
Well, yeah, they get hotter weather, but
And they're naturally happier
States over
because
there-
they have sun and
that's not true.
warm weather.
Isn't
Yes,
the
it
murder
is.
rate in those states higher than in
I
Massachusetts?
don't know.
You know what,
I
Ryan?
don't
You
watch my murder rate
Cassie,
charts
I think you're making a
frequently.
false generalization that's going to offend a lot of people right now. So I'd be
that,
careful.
That southern people are happy because they have sun.
Would you consider California southern?
Yes.
Okay, 'cause
No, that's Western.
Yeah, it's western.
Well, they're down there.
All right,
with
but
a
they
lot of
don't
sun.
they don't get warm weather all the time. There are parts of California that get bitterly cold.
Well, I know that.
No, you don't know that.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I know they have mountains down there too.
Over there, not down there.
Whatever. In relation to us, lower. You know what, Ryan? Shut up.
Rip.
Alrighty. Is that it?
Yeah. What are we at?
We're at 55.
That's not bad.
Holy crap! That went by fast.
I know. Well, we're gonna cut out about 5 minutes because you went away for a while.
I was like gone 2 minutes, but yeah, a while.
Okay.
Anything else we can add?
Yeah.
Um.
So we're done with the jobs part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else can we go on? Because it's not like I'm gonna be on here for a long time. Like,
No, I know.
so what
Video
else?
games,
I don't know.
sports.
I don't know. We didn't really introduce you, did we?
Not really.
Oh yeah, let's introduce him near the end of the show.
This is Connor,
Yeah.
our younger brother.
Whoa.
A couple things you need to know about Connor.
He's
He
14.
is a freshman in high school. He is a teenager. He voice cracks a lot. And he does some sports.
I
He's
don't
in
know.
drama.
What are you interested in, Connor? Tell the people.
What do you do? Like if you met someone, you'd be like, "Hey, my name's this. What? Let me tell you about myself." What would you tell them?
I like how we're doing this at the end of the episode.
But
But
yeah,
Yeah.
it's our quirky little thing.
yeah, totally. I don't know. I play soccer, baseball. Just yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't know.
You're in drama right
Yeah.
now.
Well, then again, I can't really have an opinion on that yet because I've only this is like.
Well,
my
it's a
first time.
9-person cast.
Yeah,
It's super small compared to what we've had in the past.
it's
Yeah.
good.
I think
though.
our smallest cast was like 40.
I love the small cast.
I love the idea of a small cast.
Mm.
You must know everybody.
Yeah, and then like when you screw up, you can get more work, like tips and stuff, than if it's like 40 other people.
Yeah. Well, yeah. That's a view thing though.
Especially since this is my first time, so it's like
True. True.
if because I have no idea what I'm doing, I'm kind of just going with it.
Well, yeah.
You know, I can get more guidance so that when it's not a 9-person cast, I can actually
Be viable.
have a shot. Yeah.
So that's Connor.
Yeah, man.
Jeez, that rain.
I know it's nuts. So
I hope we don't get our roof just caving in.
I don't think that would happen.
That would kind of stink.
All right, are we done?
No, we're not done. Can you calm down? We're done when we're
We,
done.
we just finished the jobs thing, which was kind of our whole point.
No, it wasn't.
No. I don't know. Do you want to talk about video games?
Cassie can't even. Play
I can't
anything
relate
in
to
It
that.
doesn't
that.
matter if Cassie can't relate. She couldn't relate to any of
Oh,
The heck?
roasted.
this. Well, no,
I spent 55 minutes listening to
I
you guys
spent
yammer
55
on
minutes
about
listening
soccer,
to you
okay?
guys talking about them soccer games.
No, you put your input of drunk people
Yeah, you know, Cass.
stumbling
ever-
around, doing their own thing.
Yeah,
whatever that is.
they were literally. One of them was like really nice.
Cass, you know what?
What?
I'm sorry.
That was really nice. Yeah,
One of them
his
was
head
really
in the
sweet.
clouds.
Like, oh my gosh, I love your hair.
sweet to me, and they offered me a cookie, but I denied them because I thought it was an edible.
Probably wasn't edible.
Oh.
One of the brownies.
Anyways, Cass, I feel like we've done a little too much talking.
Yes,
What
we have.
about you?
I
Anything?
literally cannot relate to this subject.
Any
why don't you-
any experiences with idiotic people in the moment?
No, just people getting locked out of their rooms.
Oh, let's hear it.
No, it's just them getting locked out of their rooms.
Any fun stories?
No.
Okay, Cass, let's turn this into a story time.
I literally have no interesting stories. They get locked out of their rooms. I go up with them and I unlock the doors.
Wow.
Good day.
This is just common
they tip
gold
you?
here.
No, it's
Okay.
my job.
Why would they?
For unlocking her dorm room, you could be like, "No, I don't feel like it." It's like an awkward elevator ride, just like
Oh, yeah, it's always
dudes
an awkward-
standing there like, so.
Some of them, most of them talk to me. They're like, oh,
That's
so,
weird.
well, should be a conversation.
That's weird though.
It's funny because they're older than you, so you're like
Yeah,
a child.
everyone's older than me. They're like, oh, how old are you? I'm like, I'm a freshman. And they're like, oh.
I'm a super senior.
Nope.
Heck?
Super
Well, because I have a
senior.
name tag that says class of 22. So
Why would you put your class on your name
it's,
tag?
I
you
didn't make the
idiots,
name tag.
Cass?
I didn't
You're
make the
so
name tags.
stupid.
You,
Speaking of dumb people,
Oh.
I didn't
I'm
make
kidding.
it.
I know.
Subtle
I'm just
jab.
I'm just trying to grind your gears, my friend. That's weird that they would put your basically your age on there. That's just weird.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm 18 years old.
I don't
I
know.
mean, yeah. All right, what else?
Please don't do that. It's almost Christmas.
Yay!
Christmas! You know that scene from Holes?
What?
Where it's like a flashback
Oh, you're
scene?
gross.
Sorry. Just dropped my
Put that
straw.
in the juicy box.
Juicy backed. So you know that scene in the movie Holes?
I don't
Where
know
it's
that
like, it's a flashback of the groundskeeper, the lady, and she's digging, and her grandpa's there. And she's
Oh
like,
yeah.
But Dad, it's
Yeah.
Christmas. No. She goes, I don't want to be digging. And he's like, I don't care. And then she's like, but Dad, it's Christmas. And he's like, I don't care. And she's like, ah. Yeah, that's literally all of it.
I don't remember that
You
part.
don't remember that part? Oh my god, it's golden. It's hilarious.
Wait, I'm finding it.
Yeah. Oh my god, it's hilarious. Even on Christmas.
I can't.
He doesn't say it's Christmas.
Yes, he does.
Wait, ready?
What is he even saying?
It's too damn bad. I don't want to keep on digging. Well, that's too damn bad.
Well, excuse me.
Even on Christmas.
That's just great.
Even on Christmas. I don't want to keep digging. Well, that's too damn bad. Well, excuse me, princess.
excuse me.
Right, what do you want for Christmas?
What do I want for Christmas?
Yeah, what do you want? Christmas.
Why is this a thing? We gonna talk about this?
I
No.
don't know. Are we?
I want
Partridge in a
social life.
Wow, so cool.
It's sad because it's true.
What time are we at?
Not enough.
She's like-
It's at an hour.
but
She's-
but
She's
something
like
of
that annoying chat on a car ride. Are we there? Yeah, are we there? Yeah, are we there? Yeah. Except it's,
that's so true.
except
I've been
it's-
thinking that the whole time. I don't want to say it though because that's kind of
sure
judge.
you have.
All
Why?
right, I haven't. All right,
but instead it's
something of
what time are we
materialistic
at? What time
value.
are we at?
Probably well, two things kind of. A new backpack, and I've been eyeing up this portable charger because my phone battery is awful. I have an iPhone
Whack.
6s, notorious for having the worst battery ever. So of course when I'm commuting, it's like, oh, well, my phone is at 20%. I just got to school. Now I have 4 more hours, and then my
Yeah,
phone's
good
probably gonna
luck.
die. So a big giant battery pack, portable charger, would be great. And the backpack is my old backpack's kind of screwed up, but
Cass, what do you want for Christmas?
I don't know, bro.
Christmas.
Christmas time is here. Well, when
literally
people are
all-
listening to this, it's like January.
That's literally all.
When
release
is
it
it?
next week.
No,
Release it today as a bonus episode.
no, we're not releasing this one next week. It's gonna be January 5th, I believe. When we release it. What's so funny about that?
I don't know.
You'll be back in school.
When do you go back to school?
The week after Christmas.
Really?
Yeah.
January 4th, sorry. So
January
yeah,
4th?
he'll be back December 31st.
You're going back to
No, we're
school.
not, because you go
Yes!
for New Year's, you idiot.
Oh, you're right.
Oh my
What day do you go back?
The second?
No, I don't know.
Yeah, the second.
Wow, that's rough.
That's a tough time. Day after, the day after New Year's. Stinks.
You guys are the worst.
What do you want for Christmas, Connor?
Well, new guitar.
Get
Yeah.
close to the microphone. We've been over this. Ow!
Connor.
Golly.
I want a new guitar.
A
A
guitar.
guitar.
A guitar.
Guitar.
Mom, can I get one of those guitars?
Well, technically, I'm getting that for my birthday.
Oh, spoiler alert. Jeez.
Well, I mean, I kind of had
Great.
to pick
Now
it up.
Johnny, who's listening to this, can't buy you a guitar.
Sorry.
But thank you for the thought, Johnny. We appreciate it.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah. Don't look at me. Don't watch me. Don't even think about me.
why is it? That's assault.
Gosh, get away from me.
What else? What else? What else? What else? What
Don't even-
else?
Get out of here.
Cass, put your freaking phone down.
Stop recording me, Cass. Such a loser. Cass. That's
Yeah,
even real name.
Cass. Cass.
All right, she's done.
Cass.
Gosh, ow, my
Jeez,
eardrums.
Chill.
Man at age 23 loses hearing thanks to younger brother. I'm talking in the future.
Yeah.
Is that to me? Oh, get out of here. Cass, your Instagram account got hacked. Want to talk about that? No. Yeah, we can talk about it. Wait, I can pull it up right now.
Absolute rip.
So, Cassidy, this happened overnight.
Yeah.
And you went to bed at like 1 o'clock.
Yeah, I go to bed late.
She goes to bed way too late.
Why were you up? Oh yeah, you were awake at 1. Well, I was
So
going to sleep because I had to wake up in the morning.
Oh, you did? Oh, that's right, because you have school.
Shut
Mistake. Don't worry, I'll be back in 2 weeks.
I'm gonna
But
be
anyways,
back in a week.
so Cassidy went to bed. Her Instagram account was fine. She woke up. Instagram account is hacked. It's under someone else's name. So I'm at work,
Jerk.
right? Cassidy texts me and she's like, "Hey, can you check to see if my Instagram account still exists?" And at first I'm like, "No, I don't see anything with her name under it." And then I look in my tag, like I've tagged Cassidy in posts before, and so I'm looking and I see this weird username. It doesn't look right. Here it is.
No, don't bring attention to it, right?
No, this is a problem.
I'm just looking at it now.
Isn't it
What
weird?
is that?
I don't
It's
know.
I think it's a scene from Thor Ragnarok.
Yeah, it is. It's Hulk. What
So
the heck?
so hold on. So the
Galley.
all right. So
Audi?
all right. Ready? It's
I'm like,
her name has been
low-key concerned.
changed. It's under someone else's username. It's
and
under
Instagram won't like message me back.
and
they're
it's like the
sucks
profile
to
picture
suck.
has been changed. Here it is. It's called Galileo. Here, I'll spell it. GALILEAAU.
report it? Right, guys, can you, like, go report
I
it?
can report it, but it'll probably get your account banned, and I don't want that.
Oh, that's okay. I'm not.
I can
probably not-
report it as spam, or I can report it as inappropriate.
Oh. Well, then
So-
what am I supposed to do?
So the name has been changed, and the profile picture is now what it looks to be.
It is.
A
It's
scene
Thor
from Thor
Ragnarok.
Ragnarok.
It's Hulk.
Look at me with my Marvel know-how. But every single post that I tagged Cassidy in has now been changed to that username.
Yeah, it's really funny. So that's a
Your account is literally under someone else's control. Pictures of you are now accessible by someone else. You
I
don't
know.
Cass, how does that feel?
Gosh, you
I
better get
honestly
that
don't know
soon.
my own password, so I don't know how a hacker got
You're an
in.
idiot.
That's a rip cast.
It's a hacker, Cass.
Send stuff.
I
to
don't know
They
people.
can
how
just run a
hackers-
program that constantly guesses a password until they get it. That's how hackers work. That's how they get into profiles.
But my password was like so stupid.
It's probably like password or something.
It's so stupid that you don't even remember it.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh, Cass, you're an idiot.
It's probably
I
like password
know.
or something like that.
Golly. Yeah, that's probably like password 123 or like kitty cats 123. All right, to settle the cat versus dog debate, cats stink, dogs are better.
Nah, man.
Get over it.
Well,
I don't think either one is better. but
Nope.
Cats are pretty chill.
I have more experience with dogs than cats, but I won't rule out cats because cats.
Dogs
stink.
are better. I have experience with both. Dogs are better.
Cats have a bit of an attitude. I will
Jeez,
not
that
lie.
rain.
that rain dough. All right.
That rainy dough. Man, cats are so weird. They provide no value.
They're cute. All
They
right,
just-
what else?
They just
What
walk
else?
around. They avoid attention at all times. And when they do seek attention, they're like rubbing up against your leg, and they poop in a box and they play with
How
yarn.
did we get on this
Like, that's just-
conversation?
know.
I think I blacked out for a bit.
I-
Why are we on this conversation?
Get the breathalyzer.
Wait, whoa! I am proud to say that I don't drink alcohol.
Wow, you are.
Can this end now, please?
No.
Well,
We're
what else do we have to
dying
talk about?
So yeah,
slowly.
if you or someone you know,
Should you just report it so it gets taken down? I can just make a new account.
no, I don't want to do that.
Why?
There's so many precious memories on there.
Yeah, Cass.
What precious memories?
Look at all those precious memories.
Oh wait, you can't because it's hacked.
Connor.
You don't remember your password, you idiot.
Well, even if I did, it wouldn't work because they changed the password.
How do you know that?
Because I tried
You-
every variation of the password it could have been, which is like 3 choices.
You are an idiot.
Because I use the same password for everything.
Cass, look at all these precious memories. Your
There's-
IGTV video will be gone.
That's okay. It's on your account.
I feel like I should post this on my story. Like, my sister's account just got hacked. Does anyone know who did it?
No. Let me just. No, report it so it can get taken down. I'll just make it.
It's not going to be taken down if one user reports it. It has
Connor,
to be, like,
you report it
masses.
too.
Oh wow, 2 people.
I'll get Kayleen to report it too.
Wow, 3 people.
I think I should post it on my story.
No, don't
Yeah,
post
post
I'm
it
anything.
on
posting
your
it on my
story.
story.
No, Ryan, I'm asking you not to.
Whoops.
Rye, seriously.
Struck a nerve.
Seriously, Rye.
You're right.
I just did.
Sorry, I pretended to be Ryan there for a second.
Wow. Thanks, Connor.
Welcome, bro.
Loser.
You're a loser.
I know. I'm sorry. I didn't post it on my story, but I feel like I should. I still
No.
think I should.
I don't know.
Stop.
All right, what else? What else we got?
Cassidy's account has been hacked. That's a problem.
Well, yeah, but we don't really.
We don't really care. Yeah, I don't care either. It's
Fair enough.
Connor.
So
Relationships.
what?
Ow! Gosh, that was
Ow.
unnecessary. I said relationships.
I mean, I should have just waited a day for Instagram to contact me back. And then.
That is called what we like to call a pivot.
What's that from?
That's from
is
the
how
SNL
you
debate.
pivot.
The SNL.
Oh,
Hillary
Hillary.
Clinton. Good times. When politics wasn't so dire and so intense. But like I was saying, relationships, Connor. Care to share?
What?
Relationships.
God, you sound like such an older brother. You're like, ooh.
Ooh, Connor.
Tell me, sweetheart. What?
All right, so we're not getting anything out of that, but I will say Connor is, in fact,
What?
in a relationship.
What? Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
I know.
What are you doing?
I know.
We're shocked too.
I know.
What?
My heart rate went a little quadruple digits there.
What?
when I heard it for the first time.
How are you still alive?
Don't worry, I'm a man of many talents. I know, shocking, right? But yeah, we won't talk about it. We'll just leave it on that cliffhanger.
Yeah. Okay.
I think we're beating a dead horse with this.
What? No, I want to give Connor more screen time.
Yeah.
At least more screen. Hey,
Yell
look,
at
we should
him.
give
He's
him
on
more.
his phone too. He's been on his phone for
We
ages.
should give Connor more screen time than Jar Jar Binks. It's only appropriate.
Okay, never compare me to Jar Jar
No,
Binks,
I'm just saying
please.
we should give you more screen time than Jar Jar Binks. It's stupid if Jar Jar
okay.
Binks.
Well,
had
I
more
think
screen
we've
time.
exhausted this.
All right, Cass. Well, if you think we've exhausted it, then of course I think we should put this episode to bed. If you know what I'm saying.
Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Take a nice long nap. That's my night.
I think we should.
not my
Stop
night,
talking.
nighttime story. I mean,
Alrighty,
Sonic
ladies and
stuff.
gentlemen, this has been an episode with Connor. We never end it like that. Why? would we end it like that?
Connor.
Connor, thank you for being here. It was kind of great. It was fine, I guess.
It was mediocre.
Kinda great.
We had a good time. We had a great conversation. Ranted about people not knowing what soccer is about, what baseball's
Or
about,
baseball.
talking about drunk people in Cassidy's job, but she refused to share any stories apart from the fact
There's
that they would
literally
talk to
nothing
her.
to tell.
Because
I
she's
wish I
boring.
had fun
Have
stories.
you had interaction with a drunk person?
Yeah, but they're just
What was it? What was
right,
it?
they just randomly say stuff, and I have to be like, "All right, have a nice night."
What was the craziest thing that anyone's ever said to you when they're drunk?
No, I don't even know. It's like nothing crazy, but like you can tell they're drunk because they keep on like knocking into things.
They're just whacked.
Yeah.
Well, that might not be drunk. That might just be under the influence of something.
Hey, what if they're just tired?
Okay.
Hey, I get it. Finals week, man.
Yeah.
They're just.
We don't want to assume.
You're right. You're right. My bad.
Yeah, Cass, gosh. Loser.
Can we?
We're
I thought
ending
you
it.
were-
All right. Thank you for listening to this really long episode. We will be back next week with a special guest. Not going to say who.
Whoa, what? Whoa. Not me again? What? I'm just kidding.
No, I'm just kidding. It's just going to be Cass and I. But hey, thank you for listening.
Thank you.
It's been great.
Gracias.
Connor, any closing words?
I pledge allegiance to the flag
And we'll see you next
of the
week.
United States
Bye.
of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible.
Just end it.
I want to end myself,
Everybody-
and that's what I want to do.
And justice for all.
Hey everyone. Hope you enjoyed that episode with Connor.
Yes.
If you made it this far, congrats. That's great.
If you can still hear us, consider yourself immortal. You could probably jump off. No, don't actually. do
He's
that.
making a joke at the expense of
Yes.
our brother.
Yeah,
Ignore
yeah.
him.
Yeah, he'll be fine.
We do usually do things like find us on Apple Podcasts and Spotify.
Yeah, you know what? You want me to do that?
Yeah, Apple Podcast, Spotify, and other places.
All right. Basically, if you're not following this podcast and you want to follow it and get all the notifications whenever we upload a new one,
Sauce is a follow.
exactly. You can follow us pretty much anywhere on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, or wherever you're currently listening to this right now.
Sweet.
That's it.
I.
Peace
Bye.
out. See you next week.